5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. His first carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Brady now to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Hines will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Second down, and again it's Davis-Price. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Brady now on first down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This is Hines. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Cover!
Throwing is Brady on third down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Lawrence from his end zone. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Lawrence gets it out wide to Davis Price. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They go play action with Lawrence. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. That ends up pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Lawrence drops this underneath for Davis Price. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Brady. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On first down, Brady. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On third down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Brady now on first down. Going up top for Miller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
2nd down, here's Davis-Price.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Texans.
Darnell Mooney
From 21 yards away.
And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gay's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process of offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with a Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Brady on the bootleg.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now Brady. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Brady. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Inside handoff down to Fournette.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. discipline, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that answer.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now Lawrence. And this will be caught by Mooney.
A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Logan Hall able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Gay's kick is good, and they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
150. Brady going to throw here. On the right side, this is Miller.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Brady now on first down. It's Miller, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Brady going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, head coach. He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.